In this video, I'm going to talk about how to consistently generate leads independent of which platform or vehicle you choose to generate leads on, and the key pieces of information that I was missing when I was doing this in all of my businesses. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is John Lee and welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm not here to sell you anything. My goal is to help business owners, entrepreneurs, and real estate agents scale their businesses to multiple 6, 7, 8, 9 figures using creative online strategies and investing strategies. So if that interests you at all, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I drop my next value video, and I drop a ton of them on a weekly basis. So let's dive right into today's video, how to consistently generate leads independent of which platform vehicle you choose to work with. Now, one of the most misunderstood concepts when it comes to lead generation is it really all depends on volume. And let me explain. A lot of times we don't confront the work that must be done because we feel like it's beneath us. Things like posting on social media, things like reaching out to people in their sphere or reaching out to people on the streets to talk about the service and product we provide, or even networking. And we get tired of the redundant process of constantly posting, of talking to people, of running ads and cold calling and door knocking, all this stuff that we need to do to get shit done. And we're sick of it because we don't see any results. And we're so stuck in this instant gratification society that we fail to realize that things take time. There's a process from an idea of you starting something to you getting results consistently, and the time gap is something that we all need to bridge, and there's nothing that we can do to skip that. There's no shortcuts to get to the result faster. A lot of gurus are trying to sell you on the shortcuts or the secrets, the tips and tricks of what they're doing, but the reality is there is no shortcut, guys, and you have to put into work to get the results that you want to do. Now, it's very easy to understand, but it's hard to do so because people don't have the work ethic to do that. Again, we look at the shiny Lamborghini, we look at the fancy mansion, the hot chicks, and we're like, we want that lifestyle. We want that car, the wife, and that house. But we don't realize how much work it took for those public figures to get there. And in fact, we don't even know if they own that or not. They might just be renting it out to flex on you so they can sell you a course or two. So sometimes when you have an outcome that you must achieve, there's this thought that, by being aggressive or by being controlling would be better, by being more salesy, by being more pushy, by forcing people to convert, that's going to get us the result. Hard selling, right? Hard closing. And I'm here to tell you that's not the case, man. Like, people are human at the end of the day, and treat people the way you would want to be treated, right? Would you convert just because someone forced you to? Would you be more likely to pull the trigger and to do as they please if someone was more aggressive and mean to you? I don't think so. On contrary, I think it makes me question why they're doing that, why they're being so pushy, and it makes me not trust them, and it does the opposite of what I'm trying to get them to do or achieve. So do what matters most first. Guys, there's so much distractions nowadays. There's shiny object syndrome. There's always a new funnel, always a new strategy that people are pitching you on a daily basis. Stick to the fundamentals and do what matters most. So there's only really 4 activities excuse me, that you need to do in order to generate more business and more consistent leads. Some of these things include reaching out to people you know. Some of these things include advertising, reaching out to people you don't know, and just putting yourself out there. So there's an equation that I like to follow that works, which is V times S times T is output. V times S times T is output. And what do I mean by that? V is volume, S is skill, and T is time. Volume times skill times time is output. So the more volume you do, the more skill you get, the more time you invest in, the more results and leads that you'll get. Simple, right? So the more you do, the more you get. And the more you get, the more you do, because you get happy with the results. So this is kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy that you start working hard on something to a point where you see some results, and the results will manifest you into wanting to achieve bigger results. Hence, you put in more work and get more and more results, and that's kind of how you snowball to results, guys. So again, you have to understand there's a process between when an idea starts and until you first see any results or get any traction. And it's important that we continue to bridge that time gap and our expectations of the reality of the situation. And once you start seeing results, it's going to start taking off exponentially. So volume, skill, and time each feed off each other, but all three are very important in getting leads. Now, when it comes to the quantity of output, the more you do, the more you look like you can do. So you have to be able to massively present yourself on every social media channel possible to make sure you're everywhere. Omnipresence is so important. There's this multiplicative effect of doing more and end up getting more results from what you do. So the more you show up on social media platforms, the more content you put out, the more it feels like you're an authority figure, you're educating people, you're providing value, and somehow it just manifests more success and more opportunities to come your way because you're more in people's faces. So rule of thumb that I'm sticking to right now is I want to post at least 3 short form pieces of content across Instagram Reels, across TikTok, across YouTube Shorts, and that's kind of going to get me the short-term piece of content out there. And congruently, I want to be posting a longer form piece of content on YouTube and a longer form article content on Medium or LinkedIn. And cohesively, I want to redirect traction and clients from different platforms. And when you're able to cross-pollinate different platforms and different followers, then something beautiful happens because somehow people feel like they trust you more and you're more reputable. So that's something that's really important, guys. And when it comes down to it, quality most of the time trumps quantity, but quality and quantity both will trump quantity and quality alone. Again, I'll repeat myself. Quality most times trump quantity, but quality and quantity both trump quantity and quality alone. Guys, so just go out there and start putting out content consistently. And if you guys don't know what to do or what type of content to put out, you have some wonderful resources such as Answer the Public. Answer the Public is great because you're able to punch in a key word or a key phrase and it'll populate the most commonly questions asked around who, what, when, where, why, how, right? So ideally you want to figure out what your client avatar is, what is your ideal client, and what problems are they facing, and for you to create content around how you can be the problem solver and help them achieve their goals. So that's kind of the mindset you want to put out. And guys, don't be discouraged if you don't get any results when you're first putting content out. Be consistent, be persistent. Like even Gary Vee says himself, look at all the success he's having right now, but it took him 2 years of freaking posting every single day, not a day missed, for Wine Library TV to pick up and for it to gain any sort of traction. 2 whole years. So a good rule of thumb is before you start judging the type of content you put out or what type of content you should put out at least 500 pieces of content before you judge yourself. 500 pieces of content consistently on a daily basis, and do your best to put out, if not on a daily, on a weekly, if not on a weekly, on a monthly. Just try to continue to push yourself to put out more content. And before you know it, you'll start attracting more business, an abundance of opportunities than you could have ever imagined. So your work works on you more than you work on it. You're doing the work to become a better person. And if you don't get it first time, do it again. Learn and understand where you might have fallen and how to improve yourself. And the goal is just to get 1% better every single day. Keep on honing your craft and seeing how we can provide value and help people. Now, it's important that we do the boring work, and putting in the work is required of us. And this is where people dramatically underestimate, the amount of posts that you got to put out, the content you got to put out, the amount of calls you got to make, doors you got to knock on. Many times, things don't work out because people don't put in as much effort as they humanly possibly can. Because to people, getting that success isn't that important. They don't want it that bad. Guys, so you gotta make sure you manifest the lifestyle that you want to be able to live, breathe, and experience the life that you want to create for yourself. You want it so bad that you'll do whatever it takes, that your desires are greater than the current suffering and the pain that you're going through, that you don't think about the negativity, you focus on the positivity and getting to where you want to be. That's the only way you'll get there, because if you don't want it that bad, guess what? You're not going to put in the work, and you're going to dramatically underestimate the amount of work it takes for you to get to where you want to be, right? So, guys, most things that most people make suck, and most people suck at the things that they think they're good at. So that's why most people overestimate their abilities and just believe that they're good at everything, or they can put in a little bit of work and get the result that another person can. So it's really important that you look at the whole picture, that you keep on working on yourself, and you want to multiply the amount of output and value you bring to attract more. And that's how you consistently create abundance of leads that come your way organically or through paid traffic, for you to be able to build this beautiful relationship with people, connect with them, and most importantly, help them out and be the solution to all their problems. So guys, it's important that you make sure you keep on putting out content on a daily basis. Guys, don't be lazy. Don't overestimate the amount of work. Don't underestimate the amount of work. Don't judge the type of content you're putting out, the type of views, the type of comments you're getting. Keep on doing it day on, day out, and I guarantee you'll start to see results. Guys, thank you again for watching this video to the very end. It means a lot that all of you are supporting me. My name is John Lee again, and I'm not here to sell you anything. Simply want to help business owners, real estate agents, entrepreneurs scale their business to the next level using creative online strategies and investing strategies. Again, if you vibe with that, you love what I do, definitely like this video. Helps with the algorithm, helps where people see this content, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next epic video. Until next time, take care everyone, stay blessed.